we looked at the installing WordPress on the local server, and if you are watching this video, it means you are able to successfully install WordPress and set up, you know, the first website page you see, which is this page. That means you are able to come up with this page. So this is the default page you see when you install WordPress. So in this class, I'm going to be running you through the features of WordPress through the dashboard in a jiffy. Okay, so I'll just be highlighting, okay, what this is done, what this does, and you know what it's for, and all of that. So we're going to have a quick overview into the WordPress dashboard. So the first thing you need to do is to log into your WordPress dashboard. If you remember, you created a password when you were installing WordPress, not the database password, but the WordPress password itself, password for your admin panel. Okay, so what you need to do now to log into WordPress, you go to your address bar here. Okay, so at the end of this slash, just write in WP admin. Okay, so that is the default admin URL to log into your WordPress dashboard. This URL can be changed. Okay, so in one of our further classes, I'm going to show you how to change this URL to anything you like. Okay, it's important to also change it so it will be very secure. Okay, so because any hacker can easily guess this and know, okay, yeah, this is a WordPress site, and you know, hack into your site. So to make your site secure, you can change this thing into something else. I don't know, dashboard, backend 1 2 3 4 5, you know, anything you can change it. Okay, so we are going to do that in one of our next classes. So first thing, you need to log into your dashboard. So with WP admin, it should take you to the login page at this point. Okay, so this is the login page. So I think I already created it. The browser saved my details before, but here you should put in your username, and here should be your password. So once you do that, you click on login. Oh, that's incorrect. Why? Let me try. Okay, I think I should go now. Okay, so you see, this is the WordPress dashboard area. I think I showed you guys this in one of our first classes. This was I think that was on my website. So I showed you this dashboard. So this is just a fresh, brand new installed dashboard. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, so we'll be doing an overview of this dashboard. This is the powerhouse of your website. Okay, this is where all the magic happens. This is where everything takes place. This is the full management area of your website, and you should be the, you know, as the owner, you should be the only one having access to this area. Okay, so here you see, welcome to WordPress. Get started, customize your site. Okay, change your theme, you know, so many things. Next step, write your first blog post, add an about page, setup. All these are just, you know, introductory links to make it easy for you to get started. Okay, so as you know, as you start doing more work on your website, you start seeing more information here, maybe like you know, visitor statistics, your SEO ranking, you know, it is your search engine optimization, and so on. Here you see news and stuff here. Okay, so that's just for this front page. Let's move to this side. Okay, this is for home. Okay, which is where we are. Here we have updates. Okay, so periodically WordPress releases updates. Okay, so it's very important for you to keep on updating your website frequently as they release updates. So this is where you get to, you know, update your website. So here in this updates tab, link, okay, so this is the updates page, and since we are using the latest version, there is no updates to actually install. So it says you have the latest version of WordPress, and you know, so if you need to reinstall, you can do that. So you can just you can choose to reinstall, that is if you are having issues with the former version. Okay, so you can just choose to reinstall. That should clear all errors from your installation. So that's for the updates. Let's come here, posts. Okay, so for every WordPress installation, or in fact on the WordPress dashboard, there's an area where you manage posts. Okay, this is majorly like your blog area. Okay, let's say you are building a blog, a full blog, or you are building a website that has a blog page. Okay, so on that blog page, there are going to be posts, articles and all of that. This is where you get to manage everything related to articles, blog posts. Okay, in this area, so you can see it here, posts. There's add new. You want to add a new post. Here you see the list of the recent posts you made. This is the default post that comes with WordPress. Hello world. Okay, then this is the add new link. You want to add a new post, the same as this button. Okay, so this is what it's like to add a new post, just like a blog post, usual blog post on WordPress. Then there's also categories. Okay, you can also categorize your posts, the posts on your blog. Okay, one could be on fashion, another one could be on technology, another one could be on gadgets, another one can be on politics. It just depends on what your blog is made of. Okay, so this is where you manage the categories for your website. So you can just add a new category here. We are going to be looking at all of this later, but so this is where you just get to add categories and all of that. Type in more, and when you do that, it appears here. So this is the default category that comes with every WordPress installation. Okay, there are tags. Tags is more like saying hashtags. Okay, so it makes you tell more about what a post is about. Hashtag fashion, hashtag industry, hashtag technology, hashtag calendar, anything. Okay, so the media. Okay, this is where you manage all media related content on your website. It can be pictures, videos, PDF, documents, anything. It's the area, more like the file manager area of your WordPress area, where you get to manage the files on your website. Okay, so you can decide to store an ebook on your website, or store a picture, store videos, and so many more. So this is where it happens here. Then pages, you want to add new pages. Okay, you are building your website, you want to build the home page, you want to build the about page, contact page, and so on and so forth. This is where it all happens. Okay, all pages, you see them here. Add a new page. Okay, now comments. If you are writing articles on your website, if you visited any blog, you notice they have a comment section. Okay, so this is where you manage those comments. Okay, when someone makes a comment on your website and you want to maybe approve or reply to the comments from your dashboard, this is where it all happens. You see all the comments on your website here in this comments area. Okay, appearance. This basically deals with how your website looks like. Okay, what you can customize, the colors and so on, the properties, that is the design properties of your website. This is where you get to handle them. You can change the theme here, customize the current theme, widget, menu, that is your site menu, background, theme editor, and so it is. Okay, that's for appearance. Plugins. Okay, we'll be going deep into this later, but plugins are basically extensions. Okay, they are extensions that extend the capability of your website. They make it more powerful. Okay, by a default WordPress installation can't really do much until you start adding in plugins. Okay, so what these plugins do is they make your website more powerful. If you want to build an e-commerce website with WordPress, for example, there are plugins you need to install that will actually make WordPress to be able to act, to perform e-commerce functions. Okay, so that is the work of plugins. This is where you are really going to be working a lot. Plugins, you will find it interesting too. Okay, users on your website, there will be people who will be managing your website for you. You may not be the only one managing the websites. You may have someone or two, maybe it's a blog. Okay, and those two people also post on the blog from wherever they are. So this is where or if you are even running a membership website with WordPress, this is where you are going to be managing your members, okay, under these users. So that's just a summary of what users does. Okay, so here all users, add new users, then your own profile and all of that, you come to that. Tools, okay, there are several tools to manage WordPress. Available tools, imports, exports, you go into this later. Site health, export personal data, all of this will be going there later. So they are just extra tools to perform one or two functions on WordPress. Then settings, of course, every dashboard must have an area for settings where you can scatter the website, you know, do whatever you like. So here settings, you have general settings, writing, discussion, media, permalinks, privacy. All of this will be going into them, and you learn to use them better as you start, you know, building websites with WordPress. Okay, so that's just this whole area is just more about managing your websites generally. Okay, your site name, site tagline, you know, and all of that, managing comments, comment settings, post settings, date settings, you know, things like that, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can also collapse this menu here when you click here. Okay, so that is just a basic overview of how WordPress works. Okay, if you come here, there is visit site. You can visit your website from here and see what your website looks like on the front. So when you click that, your website loads on the front. Okay, so this is the front end of your website, and this is the back end, that is the dashboard area of your website. Okay, so I think for this class that should be all. We've been able to go through the dashboard quickly, so in our next class we'll be moving further. Okay, I guess we'll be starting with posts or pages, you know, how to create posts, create pages, and more of that. So thank you for being in this class. See you in the next class.